Welcome back to Great Guitarist of the Rock Era. When you think of legendary rock singers, the usual names come up. Plant, Mercury, Dio, Tyler. But what about the ones who deserve to be mentioned in the same breath, yet never quite get their spotlight? Today on Great Guitarist of the Rock Era, I'm diving into 10 more underrated rock singers who prove that sometimes the most powerful voices aren't always the most celebrated. Coming in at number 10, I have Danny Rexon, frontman of Sweden's glam metal revivalist Crazy Licks. Retro vibe, modern punch, his voice is the bridge between Def Leppard and Skid Row. Key albums, New Religion, Rough Justice, and Street Lethal. Best tracks, Heroes Are Forever, 13, and Anthem for America. Danny's vocals bring an arena-sized energy that makes Crazy Licks sound like they belong in 1987, yet they're keeping the flame alive today. At number 9, I have David Draymond of Disturbed. I'm not sure that he's underrated, but I love his voice. Known for his unique staccato vocal delivery and unmatched power. Key albums, The Sickness, 10,000 Fist, and Immortalized. Key tracks, Down with the Sickness, Indestructible, and the haunting cover of The Sound of Silence. Draymond blends aggression with emotion, something few metal singers master. At number 8, I have Biff Byford of Saxon, one of the godfathers of the new wave of British heavy metal. Key albums, Wheels of Steel, Denim and Leather, and Power and the Glory. Key tracks, Princess of the Night, Strong Arm of the Law, and Power and the Glory. Biff's soaring voice carried Saxon through decades, yet he's often overshadowed by Maiden and Priest. At number 7, I have Stephen Clifford, the powerhouse vocalist of Phoenix hard rockers Icon. Clifford fronted their self-titled debut album, Icon, in 1984, and the follow-up, Night of the Crime, in 1985. Key tracks, On Your Feet, Rock On Through the Night, and pretty much everything on the Night of the Crime album. Clifford's soaring range and grit made Icon one of the most underrated hard rock bands of the 80s, delivering arena-sized anthems that should have broken through alongside Dokken, Rat, and Queensryche. At number 6, I have Mark Storace of Crocus, the Swiss Bon Scott. Key albums, Headhunter, 1983, Metal Rendezvous, and Rock the Block. Tracks, Screamin' in the Night, Headhunter, and Bedside Radio. Storace had the grit and power to rival AC/DC, yet Crocus never hit that same global level. At number 5, I have Russell Allen of Symphony X and Adrenaline Mob, a vocal chameleon who can go from operatic highs to crushing metal growls. Key albums, Symphony X's The Divine Wings of Tragedy and Paradise Lost. Key tracks, Set the World on Fire, Sea of Lies, and Adrenaline Mob's Undaunted. Russell's prog metal royalty, but ask the average fan and too many don't know his name. Also, the Alan Landy albums with Jorn Landy are also killer. At number 4, I have Dennis DeYoung, the man behind Styx's biggest hits, yet often underrated as just the ballad guy. Key albums, The Grand Illusion, Pieces of 8, and Paradise Theater. Key tracks, Come Sail Away, Best of Times, and Sweet Madam Blue. Dennis's voice was Broadway meets rock and roll, dramatic, powerful, and unforgettable. At number 3, I have Michael Kiske of Helloween and Avantasia, the soaring voice that defined power metal. Key albums, Helloween's Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 1 and 2. Key tracks, Eagle Fly Free, I Want Out, and Avantasia's Reach Out for the Light. Kiske influenced an entire generation of European metal singers, yet outside the genre, he's still criminally overlooked, in the US anyway. At number 2, I have Brent Smith of Shinedown, a modern rock powerhouse. Key albums, Leave a Whisper, The Sound of Madness, and Planet Zero. Key tracks: Second Chance, Devour, and Enemies. Brent combines grit with vulnerability, making Shinedown one of the most consistent rock bands of the last 20 years. At number 1, I have Marco Soresto of Poets of the Fall, Finland's best kept secret. Key albums: Signs of Life in 2005, Carnival of Rust in 2006, and Clear View in 2016. Key tracks: Carnival of Rust, love that song, Lift, and Days. Marco's hauntingly smooth baritone blends melancholy and beauty, giving Poets of the Fall a cinematic sound that deserves far more global recognition. So there you have it. 10 more underrated singers who deserve to be household names. Did we miss one of your favorites? Drop them in the comments. Let's give these voices the recognition they've earned. And if you love celebrating the legends and overlooked icons of rock, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. This is Great Guitarist of the Rock Era, where every note matters, and keep rocking.